Jackson, you are the guy when it comes to three-point shooting on our club. How do I want to say that? Do people overlook some of the other things you've done well this year?
I don't think they overlook it necessarily. We all have different roles on the team, and mine is mainly to shoot threes and play defense. So I understand that's what mainly gets recognized, but yeah.
Well, that's kind of where I'm going with this is that, boy, I think your defense has been very good. And I said last year I thought your defense on the ball was particularly good. But defense is important to you, it sounds like.
Yeah, the main reasons it's important to me is because I've heard a lot of stuff like from middle school to high school how I'm not very good at it. So I know that I'm not as athletic as most guys. So I just have to have that certain like edge about me to go out there and try to not let that person score on me. So I definitely take it serious. I don't want anybody scoring on me. Yeah.
Right. The other thing I would say is that now as a starter this year, not necessarily as opposed to last year, but as a starter, you've got to be in great condition, especially to shoot those threes down toward the end of the game.
Yeah, Coach E does good about that. He makes sure that we stay in shape and practice, because if we mess up or something, we'll run for it. And just mainly most of the drills we do are getting up and down. So yeah, it helps.
When you're playing defense, does it help that you're a really good shooter in defending other three-point shooters?
Yeah, I think it does help because we also have a really good scout that we go over for pretty much every team. So we'll know about like who the shooters are on the other team. And it does help because if I know that I'm guarding a shooter, I know that I have to get on them closer than most other people because they can shoot really well. So
it's amazing to me. I'm just looking at the stats this morning. You're still at 50% on the year shooting three-pointers, but you're number one in the nation in three-pointers made, and you have been for most of the season. What kind of pride do you take in that?
I definitely think it's a good accomplishment. I don't let it get to my head at all because I want to keep doing well. So I just focus on working every day. And getting a certain amount of shots up so I can continue to shoot well. So it definitely feels great though.
After the KCK loss last week, you were not very happy with your performance. Yeah. Did you change anything? Did you take extra shots? How do you handle that?
I didn't change anything at all. I just like the next day, I just made sure to get in the morning and before practice to shoot a lot because it's kind of a wake up call. It feels like when I miss a lot of shots during a game, I need to just get extra shots up the next day. So I didn't really change anything. I just made sure to get extra shots up.
You know, I think I told you this story last year, but I think I'd like to repeat it. I was watching you shoot last year and I was thinking, man, the guy is off balance. The guy is just falling away. And then I realized you were actually practicing shooting off balance for those times you have to. And it's amazing to me that, again, you're having that thought that you have to do that. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so in high school, there were a lot of times like my junior and senior year where I would notice that they guard me a lot closer than most other people because they don't want me to get a three off. So I try to think of other ways I can still score and not having like a set wide open three. So I try to just practice different ways of like falling to my left or falling to my right so I can be prepared for the games. And like there's been a lot of times last year and this year where I've had to shoot like off balance threes. And I think that practicing those a lot helps in the game. Sure.
Is your release itself quicker this year?
It's funny. I didn't really notice it at first, but like so TJ from last year, he came up here for it was the alumni game. And then we had the scrimmage and he was the first person to say like your shot looks so much quicker. And I didn't realize it, but I think like 5 other of my teammates have said it too. So I guess it's quicker to everybody else. It doesn't really feel much different to me though.
Do you feel the pressure when a guy is rushing at you? You've got that shot, say in the corner, the guy's rushing at you. Do you feel that, or are you so focused on the rim that it doesn't matter?
I would say it doesn't really affect me at all. Like it doesn't because it's all just like drill work, like stuff I do in the gym by myself. It's just the same thing, just with somebody closing out on me. So I try to just stare at the rim and just hope it goes in.
Well, talk to me like you're in a camp counselor role. Okay, you're at camp and you're instructing a younger shooter. What would be the things you'd want that shooter to know?
Just for like the future in general.
Yeah, just
And
as developing his shot.
I would say the number one thing is to shoot every day, and just every day you don't have to do like a ton of shots, but make sure you go to the gym. As much as you can, and just shoot. I would say start out with shooting a lot of basic, just set shots, because that's what I mainly work on. And then whenever you get more comfortable with doing that, start doing like more like dribble once or twice and then shoot, and then just continue to work your way up, because that's really all it is. If you look at most people's shots in the games, it's set shots or like one dribble pull-ups. And yeah.
What feeling do you get when you see that swish?
It's like the best feeling. I love it. It's probably my favorite feeling in the world. I love making shots. It's really fun.
Well, you've been a lot of fun to watch. Hey, tell me a little bit about what you're going to do next year. You could come back for a third year, correct? Is that even a thought?
I could. We've been talking about that a lot amongst like us sophomores, because it's a big decision to make. We originally thought that we had to decide like this week or next week, but we just found out that we can decide like at the end of the year. So
nice.
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. It's still 50-50 for me. I mean, I would definitely love to come back, and we'll just see what happens with schools and stuff.
Yeah, of course. How about professionally, through your academics? What are you looking to do after college?
Well, I'm really interested in the real estate and stuff like that. So if my main goal is to, I would love to play professional basketball somewhere. And after that, like I would love to get into real estate, just getting my license and starting as an agent and doing stuff like that. That really interests me. And so I guess at the university I go to, I'll study like business and accounting and stuff like that.
What's your dream house? Where would you like to live?
Oh, that's a hard question. I really like Florida a lot because it's really nice, and I haven't been to many places on the West Coast, so I'd have to see, but somewhere that is nice, like a beach, I would love that.
How about the house itself? What would that be like?
An indoor basketball court.
I was going to say, you could just put high vaulted ceilings in your living room and then mount that backboard on the wall.
Yeah, that'd be great. And I'd love to have a pool and just a nice house, really. That's all. I'm not too picky on that.
As we wrap up here, you want to say hi to anybody, folks or friends or anybody?
Yeah, I'd love to say hi to my grandma and grandpa, because they watch every single game, and I know they're going to watch this. So, yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Well, it's been a blast. I selfishly hope you come back. I know you're going to do what's right for you, and boy, it's a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Jackson Andrews, thank you so much. And we'll be back with more in a moment.